Hello everyone. So today we are on day 2 and the knowledge sheet for today is so it says close to the master. This is the second knowledge sheet. The knowledge sheet was given in June 21, 1995 in Big Sur, California. If you're not feeling close to the master, it is because of you, because of your own mind, your own ego concepts. Just being on the level of formal and informal communication cannot make you feel close. You know, Guruji in one of the Shivratris said, it is very important for every disciple to practice a feeling of samipya with his master or her master. What is samipya? Samipya is this feeling that the divine loves me very dearly and is somebody who is very, very personal. Now, master is actually, a window to the entire infinity. God is is very abstract, very neutral, right? So the embodiment of that divinity is master. So you can feel very close to the master. You can learn a lot just by observing him or her, and when you remember the master is just not a name and the form, it is the tattva or the principle. When you remember that principle, when you connect with that principle, that very tattva or the principle which is in you as well also arise, awakens in you the moment you remember the guru tattva or you remember your master. This is also very true if you take example like if you like a certain person and you remember that person, it could be your parents, it could be your good friends, you'll immediately see that you'll feel happy. But if you remember at the same time, you remember people you don't like, you'll see something in your heart constricts. Why? Because that the same vibrations or the same consciousness in you awakens when you remember the person. This is a secret. So Guruji was saying that just being on the levels of formal and informal communication cannot make you feel close. So when you go to a master, you don't need to tell, how are you? All those levels of formalities are needed, yes, at the onset. But it is said that the relationship between you and the master goes much, much more beyond that. Hmm? How are you? Where are you going? A lot of time people visit the guru and say, Guruji, my relationships are not working out, my career is not working out. So when you meet the master, you should ask for the highest. Don't ask for smaller things in life when you meet a master. Remember this the next time you meet him or her. So stop these formal and superficial conversation with the master. Speak with your heart what is deep in your life, what is important and intimate to you. It is said that the master can see through you because he knows who you are. Maybe we don't know, but the master knows. So whenever you meet the master, you must speak things which are very, very personal, very dear, very intimate. Why? Because only whom can you speak something that very dear to you? Somebody whom you love very dearly, right? Or somebody whom you feel is very close to you. Have you seen that you will only share the secrets with your close friends? Sometimes you may not even share those with your parents, right? So the degree to which you feel closer to a person, only so much will you share the intimate details of your life with. So master is one such person. Why should one share? Because good things and bad things both are kind of certain kind of attachment that stops you from blossoming into your full capabilities. Hmm. So when you speak to the master and offer all your good experiences and the bad experiences to him, you become hollow and empty, and you're able to grow faster. Hmm, or blossom faster. Don't say how much the squash costs, 30 cents or whatever. So many times, we will see, Guruji interacts with so many of us, and so many people very innocently, speak to him on day-to-day things, which is okay. But whenever you are meeting the master, those are very precious moments. Those are the moments wherein you should, take a bigger responsibility, see what you can do for the bigger society at large, because then you are speaking to that principle which is so big, right? And that has the power to drive that intention that you have. Hmm. It's very important on what do we speak with our master. Hmm. Share what you have and don't judge. Hmm. Oh, this is garbage. A lot of times, right, we keep our uh, secrets which we feel are very shameful, some things that we have really done and we don't really want anybody to know it, right? And we keep it very, very, very deep in our heart. What happens? It ferments there. It blocks your experiences. So the next time you meet the master, just empty it out. You can write to him. You can, in meditation, you can always offer it out. Don't judge. Don't judge. This is right. This is good. Only I can, show my good side. Whatever are your deepest, darkest fears, also you should just give it off to the master. Hmm? It's like taking a bath in Ganga. It says, why? What does it mean that one takes the bath and all the good, the bad sins get washed away? What does that mean? Because that when you take the dip in River Ganga, you feel so peaceful that you let go of your flaws, of your shortcomings, of the mistakes that kind of eats you up continuously, wherein you are not able to forgive yourself. So when you see River Ganga that is flowing, and you see the majestic Himalayas, and you feel wow, and in that moment of wow, you let go, and the moment you let go, you are free. Yeah. And master is ready to accept garbage at any extent. You know, he can take upteenth level of garbage from each and every one of us. So when we are even an instrument of the master, and people come to us and share their pains and problems, and so you will see that even your capacity to help people will improve over a period of time. People will find solace in your presence. So the next time when you're meeting the master, share all your concerns, all your pain, all your fears, all your anxieties, all your regrets, mm, with him, and just let that garbage out of the system. So it's so true, right? However you are, he will embrace you. Because Guru is one person who will never judge you. And this is so beautiful that the moment, again, you enter, when the master enters your life, you will see that even when you start walking the path, start becoming his instrument, you will also see these qualities coming in you. You will also embrace people the way they are. You will also stop judging people. Yeah. So that is the quality of a master. The master will accept one as he is. You know why? There is a secret there. You need to go and do the part one course to understand it. So do not feel shame, shy, or judgmental about yourself. If you don't feel close to the master, there is no point of having a master at all. He is just another burden to you, and you have enough burdens already. Just say goodbye. What does that mean? That whenever you have a master, you should keep him very, very, very close to you. It is said, I just I wanted to do this program. There is a program called Sandhya Vandan in Art of Living, and I wanted to do this for a long time. But there were a lot of skepticism about can women do it, and all that, all that. Uh, so uh, so I kind of didn't tell my family that maybe I will go and do it. That I didn't do it that time. Later on, I did tell my family, and they did agree, and I did it. But when I went and sat for the session, it was an introductory session, and there was this old lady sitting there. Okay, and in my heart, I was just thinking. So the teacher asked, "Have your parents permitted you to come and do the program?" And in my heart, somewhere pinched because I had told my mother, and the old lady, so compassionately said, it doesn't matter you're in the house of the Guru, it is Guru Mat Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha, right? So he says that a Guru loves you, so much more. So it is said that the nature loves animate or an inanimate object. Nature loves you at least 1,000 times more than how much your mother loves you, your own birth mother. And a guru loves you much, much more than even the nature loves you. Yeah. So the very purpose of having a guru in your life is that you become the best version of your own self. And how do you do that? Well, follow the guru. Yeah. So feel very, very close to him, because Guruji says if you don't feel close to a guru, then he's just another burden, and it is okay to say goodbye. And consider yourself very lucky if you ever, if you have one guru in your life. It is said in the religion that guru bina gati nahi hai. There is no movement in life. In olden days, people used to wait and wait and wait for an initiation into for a guru. It is said that the real orphan is not somebody who doesn't have a parents. It was somebody who doesn't have a guru in life. Yeah. Such is the importance of guru, and has been placed in all the religions of humanity, of the importance of having the guru in life. And she is somebody asked Rishi, that Guruji, will you show me the right path, like will I reach? And then Guruji just told him that, do you think I'm just here to show you the path? I will just pick you and place you at the destination, so just relax and let go. Such is the grace of our master. So somebody asks a question: when you play little games with us and push us away, how can we feel close to you? I'm sure this must have happened to a lot of us, right? Generally, this happens to me whenever we are standing in the line, and first he'll not look at you, so he'll look, and there is a person who's next to you, and he'll be smiling, and one must actually see when Shri Shri Ravi Shankar is meeting the devotees. It's such a when I saw it for the first time, I was just blown away. I was like, it was a carnival. It's a carnival of people singing, laughing, dancing, and he himself is so, you feel him to be so beautiful. He'll always have some flower in his hands, and his eyes are so beautiful. He'll just keep looking here and there. And if you're lucky, he'll just smile, he'll talk to you. So generally what happened to me is, whenever I'm in the line to meet him, he'll be talking to the person next to me, and then he'll just look at me, and he'll just just not look at me, and he'll just walk away. So this used to happen to me. So initially I used to feel very angry. So I used to again go back and again stand in the line, and again he'll do that, and then sometimes he'll just look at me. So there are moments where he's just looked into me in my eyes, and there is a sea of people around him, and he'll just it's just that 1 second where you just your eyes meet and I really felt that the world just stopped at that moment, so the experiences with the master is so colorful. So somebody is asking him now, he's like, well, what if you're playing little games with us and push us away? How can we feel close to you? So Shrishi said, this is again very true, you should feel more close if you get scolded or are ignored, because to ignore somebody takes a lot of effort. When a master does not even ignore a wrapping paper or a flower in a vase, how can he ignore a walking, talking, breathing human being who is connected to him? Once you understand this, you will immediately feel close. And this is so true, this is so true. I have got scoldings, and that feeling was so as if I felt that I was just, I felt, I have never felt, I just felt so strong, as if something burnt in me, something just burnt away. There was, Guruji was in Bali, and he was, it's a very nice place to meet him if you have to meet him up close and personal. And he was in one of the session, he was taking questions, and somebody was, somebody was saying, but the things are very difficult, Guruji. And I was personally going through difficult times. Then I just got up and I said, Guruji, it is very, very difficult. He just looked into my eyes and he just sternly said, so what? Go through it. And I was stunned, I never expected, because there were more than 800 people, and I never expected that I get a reply or he'll look at me. He just looked at me, and I was so stern. I have seen, Gurudev being stern, and there have been times wherein, Guruji is walking, and, and he doesn't walk, he glides, right? And there have been so many times wherein I've just walked behind him, and, so there are a sea of people. So if he's walking, there will be like sea of people like that, like that, like that. And somewhere you'll be standing and zoop, you will be behind him, and you will just feel it's so magical, as he rightly said, that he really accepts you the way you are. He has his love, his holding, his smile. There have been so many times wherein I have just gone in a space that maybe he's meeting a lot of people, and I've just entered, and I have felt as though, that he waited for me that time, and that like I was supposed to be there. There have been so many Devi pujas that I have attended with Gurudev, and I've felt so strongly that, that he waits for the devotees. I'm sure every one of us have felt that, right? So he says, especially if Guru scolds you or ignores you, it's very difficult for a Guru to do that. So know that you're very, very special. So he says, can we call you every week? Tore is asking. So can he call Guruji every week? And if he doesn't answer the phone, then know that you are loved. Yes, put that in, Guruji says. You are with the master to share the joy of the master, to share the consciousness of the master. For this, you have to empty your cup of what is already in it. I have seen Guruji giving away, and if one needs to, anybody on this planet needs to learn what it is meant to share, one needs to look at Shri Ravi Shankar, and the way he has he demonstrated to perfection is unbelievable. All right, so he says that all of us are there to share his consciousness, share his message of peace, prosperity, and harmony in the society. It's just not here to, just come around. We share his joy. That's what the Guru does. One day we were again in Bali, and one of my friend was sitting next to me, just asked Guruji. He's like, Guruji, do you know, how old is our relationship? Like he was a very, and I thought, wow, what a great question. And again, she just was looking at the moon. So it was a beach, and it was a moonlit night, and it was such a beautiful atmosphere. The Balinese dancers has just danced, and the satsang was just over, and then there were only few people, and he was taking questions, and the friend just asked, said, Guruji, how old is our relationship? And then said, you see too. So first he said, it's older than this moon, something like that he said. And the way he said it, he just looked at the moon, and you felt it. We all felt that our relationship, like, as old, for how long the moon has been on this planet, for those all long you have been there and I have been there too. Then he said, you see too, I don't even see two. Where is two? And when he said that, I was like, just hearing it from him was enlightening. It was like, wow. So master is ready to share. You only have to share from your side. That one of the sessions that I had attended, one of the teachers said that, know that you're a mango on the mango tree. Wherever you are, you have a purpose to be there. So help as many people as possible. Do as many good deeds as you can, because you really never know for how long we are on this planet, right? So take care of your own self, take care of your family, and be there, available to everybody on this planet, animate or inanimate, who need your help, and help them, and make this place a better place for the future generations to come. Jai Gurudev.